Welcome to the Science Online class, children. Happy to see you all. Okay, up to this we have learned two lessons. We are moving to the next lesson, that is fiber to fabric. What is the next lesson, children? Fiber to fabric. In the introduction, they have given about Pahali and Pujho. They have won a competition. They have won in a quiz competition, and also they want to present some gift to their parents. So they went to the shop, okay, cloth shop. They all because they want to gift some dresses, clothes to their parents. So they went to the cloth shop, okay. There the shopkeeper show many types of fabrics. Fabrics means clothes, children, okay, clothes. Okay, he shows displays many types of fabric. Pahali and Pujho just touch that fabric and feel that there are so many differences in that fabrics, and they have confused. So they asked it to the shopkeeper, and the shopkeeper explained that these are different fabrics. One is made from cotton, and other is made from wool. They have seen the mufflers, okay, that we are using in the winter season. So like this many types of fabrics they have seen in that shop, okay. After that they have get explanation from the shopkeeper and touch that fabrics and feel so many differences are there, okay. After that they have bought a silk saree to her mother and also a woolen muffler, okay. Then they return to the home, okay. Like this situation you may also go to some you will be able to go some shop and with your parents to shop clothes for Diwali or something, anything, Christmas or any festivals. We used to go to the shop and buy clothes for us, okay. For that time, and at that time you will see many kinds of fabrics, many types of clothes are on there, okay. These are made up of variety of fabrics. These are made up of variety of fabrics, okay. Okay, these are the variety in fabrics. Some fabrics are made up of cotton, some fabrics are made up of silk, and some are made up of wool and nylon, etc. Okay, in the summer season, what will you have to wear? This cotton cloths. We used to wear cotton cloths in summer because it will suck our, it will be convenient for in the convenient us to wear in summer, okay. And in winter or in the rainy season we will use it to wear that sweaters, okay. The sweaters, mufflers, scarves, isn't it? They are made up of wool, okay, full fabric. So many types of fabrics are there, and we are using the many types of fabrics according to the season also, okay. Okay, and then the book in the book they have given few activities, okay. First one is they said to go to the nearby tailoring shop, and there may be some waste cloth, okay, where they have stitched and cut the cloth. There may be many waste cloth, okay. Collect the cloths and label them with the help of tailors. Which one is cotton, which one is which type of material is this, which type of fabric is this, you have to label, okay. Just if you have free time means you can go to the nearby tailoring shop and ask that tailor which cloth is this, which fabric is this, okay. You may ask and know, you may touch that cloth and feel the difference, okay, which one is very smooth, okay, which one is touch, hard to touch, like that you can feel. And the next one, in the next activity they have given, take a piece of cloth, okay, waste cloth, take a piece of cloth, there may be some threads in that, okay, threads in that, you can pull out the thread, okay, pull out the thread. If you there may be some loose thread, okay, you can pull out the threads. What will you seen, what will you have seen, ma? The threads will come out one by one. If you pull it one by one, it will come out, okay. Then if you continuously pull out the thread, there may be no cloth there, okay. So from this activity, for this activity they have given means, you have to know fabrics, okay. Fabrics are made of threads. Fabrics are made of threads, okay. And another activity, third activity is given is, you have to take a thread from the cloth, okay. And you can split the thread by your nail, okay, which is in the activity 3 in your book, page number 19 is there, okay. Likewise you have to split the thread by your nail, okay, thumb nail. What we have seen, ma? You may see some strands of thread, that is, even the thread is a very thinner one. If you started to split it, it may be splitted into 2 or 3 threads. That is a very minute thread, that is called strands, okay. You may be feel that when you try to put the thread, when you try to enter the thread into the head of a needle, okay, needle we are used to stitch, isn't it? And that needle, our mother said to you to put the thread into the head of the needle, okay. You do doing like that means some you can see some some strands, okay. The thread may be split into 2 or 3 strands, okay. If so, that is difficult to insert the thread into the head of the needle, okay. So that is fiber, okay. Normally pull out things are said to be threads, okay. Then these threads may be split into some strands. So that are called fibers. That strands are called fibers, okay. From these activities, what we have to learn is, fabrics are made up of threads, okay. Fabrics are made up of threads, and the threads are made up of fibers. The threads are made up of fibers, okay. This is called, these strands, very minute thread like substances are called fibers, okay. From these fibers we are preparing the thread, and from this thread we are preparing the fabrics, and from these fabrics we are preparing the cloth, dresses, okay. Okay children, next is we have learnt what are fibers, okay. There are 2 types of fibers, okay. First one is the natural fibers, and second one is the synthetic fibers, okay. Natural fibers are obtained from natural things, that are 2 types, plant fibers and animal fibers, okay. That are fibers obtained from plants are called plant fibers, and fibers obtained from animals are called animal fibers, okay. Okay, we will see this types of fibers in detail in the next video, okay. Just watch a video now.
shelter, and clothing are the three basic needs of every individual. All three are equally important, and human beings have always been experimenting with these three needs. A constant struggle to make something better has always been the reason behind the modifications and advancements made. That holds good in case of clothing as well. Since the prehistoric era, there has been a drastic change in the clothes that humans wear. Early man used only the large leaves of trees to cover the body. With time, it was seen that even animal skin can be used as a cover for the body. Soon, animal fur, fleece, and skin were employed as clothes. However, these were not clothes in true sense, right? They were helpful in covering the body, no doubt. But clothes that we use today are not leaves of plants directly. We use plant products to synthesize fine threads, which are woven further into beautiful fabrics. These are useful in making clothes that we wear. Let's understand the beautiful science behind the process of making fibers and turning them into fabrics. To begin with, let's understand a few terms. What are fibers? In simple words, these are significantly long threads. Extremely long threads that can be converted into yarns. And what are yarns, by the way? Yarns are nothing but the long continuous threads that can be directly woven into fabrics. And before you ask what fabrics are, these are the pieces of cloth that we use for making our clothes. That means the yarn is interwoven to form pieces of fabric that can be cut and stitched to make clothes. So fibers are the threads which are used to make long and continuous usable threads called yarns. These yarns are then woven into fabrics which are used to make stitched clothes for us. Simple, isn't it? So in order to learn about the fabrics, we need to understand the types of fibers first. What do we mean by types of fibers? Fibers are just thin and long threads, right? Not entirely so. Tell me, which types of clothes are preferred by us during summer? Soft and light clothes usually made up of cotton, right? And during winter? Cozy and thick woolen clothes occupy the list. Bags which are made up of fabric need to be strong rather than comfortable. This tensile strength is provided by jute fibers. And what about the soft and glossy clothes used in daily life? They are made up of acrylic fibers. These few examples indicate that there are a variety of fabrics available for our use. For our simplicity, we divide fibers into two major categories. One category is natural fibers, and the second category is synthetic fibers. Natural fibers, as the name says, are obtained from natural sources. So, what could the sources be? Needless to say, the sources would be both plants and animals. Can we list a few examples of each type? Plants like cotton and jute give us natural fibers. Similarly, animals like sheep, goat, camel, and so many are also used for their fur and fleece. In contrast to these natural fibers, the synthetic ones are made by us in the laboratories or industries, to be precise. Nylon, polyester, acrylic, all these fibers are the best examples to study the synthetic fibers category. Lastly, do you know that some synthetic fibers are made using natural fibers as the starting material? Yes, it's true. Natural fibers are chemically processed and modified significantly to gain another category of fibers. These are called semi-synthetic fibers. Rayon, artificial wool are a couple of examples of this category. However, natural fibers still top the chart, especially in the garment industry, for its various benefits over synthetic fibers. Next, let's get to know about a few natural fibers and then understand the process of weaving yarn to obtain fabric.
Okay, children, so this is enough. Remaining things we can see in the next class. What's your activity is, you may go to the nearby tailoring shop, or you may see your cupboard or your mom's cupboard, okay, with your parents, okay, with your mom or father. You can feel, okay, you can touch and feel many types of fabrics and how they are, how what are the properties of they, okay, you can watch, you can realize with your parents. Okay, do these activities if possible, children, and read the lessons till this very clearly, very thoroughly. Thank you, children. We will meet in the next class. Thank you, children.